Hey everyone, I'm here with Jeff Grant, SBR contributor, and today we're going to be looking at that Angels against the Orioles game. And speaking of them Angels, they've been crushing it on the road in July. But Jeff, do you actually think that that'll help them tonight in Baltimore?
I absolutely think that's the case, and the Angels are going to be after a bit of revenge. They've been steamrolling through competition when playing at Angel Stadium, but they're going to be out for revenge with the Orioles winning 2 of 3 in Anaheim just a week ago. So I do expect their offense to continue really their murderous pace of really outscoring opponents when playing away from Southern California. And, of course, Baltimore coming off a long road trip, so I expect the Angels to have the upper hand.
Now, Baltimore looks to have found a nice rotation over their last few games, and their matches have gone by 2 or less runs, putting up together a 2.94 ERA. But is that going to be enough to take on the Angels?
Well, the starting rotation is really filled in for this team, and it's kind of a surprise that they're actually on top of the American League East standings with that rotation. Of course, the starting pitcher, Tillman, going tonight, has been solid over the last couple of weeks. But I think the bullpens are going to be a factor here. And since the trade of acquiring Houston Street, the Angels really have it locked down in the 7th, 8th, and 9th innings. And I think that's going to be the difference, especially with both of these starting pitchers pitching against each other just a week ago.
Right, now you mentioned the pitchers. Both Weaver and Tillman are sporting very decent ERAs. But in this case, which one do you actually give the edge to?
I think Weaver, being the veteran, is going to have the edge. As I mentioned, that these two pitchers did face off. We had a similar situation last night when we covered a game with the Mets taking on the Phillies. We went over the total in that one, which actually cashed. In this one, I'm going to look to play the side. As I mentioned, I think Weaver's going to do just enough against this lineup. He's a crafty veteran. He's not as powerful as he used to be. While Tillman's going to struggle in that situation, he's not often faced the same opponent back-to-back. So I think the Angels have the edge in that category.
All right, so what's going to be your pick for this one then?
I'm going to pick the Angels, and you may want to even play if they do become a road favorite of 115 to 125, somewhere in that area. You may want to play them on the run line as well, -1.5. My official play is going to be the Angels on the money line.
All right, thank you very much, Jeff. And for SportsbookReview.com, this is Dax Floyd.